Hey there, and welcome to Films According to Chris Wyatt. Well, we've done the worst films of 2016, now it's time for the best. And before we begin, here are some of the films from 2016 that are apparently really good that I missed, so if I watch them and decide they should have been on this list, I may come back and amend it. Okay, but enough stalling. Here are my top 10 favorite movies of 2016.
Number 10. Hell or High Water.
So this one was a nice little surprise.
Part Western, part crime drama, part thriller. Hell or High Water is a well-directed, at times suspenseful flick with a solid story and a smattering of great performances, especially from the always excellent Jeff Bridges. And it makes some interesting statements on predatory banking and corporate greed, which in this day and age couldn't have come at a better time.
This one did slip under a lot of people's radars, but trust me, it's a good one that's worth checking out.
Why in the hell did you agree to do it?
Because you asked, little brother.
Number 9. Green Room.
Good rule of thumb, if Patrick Stewart's in the movie, then it's probably pretty good.
Green Room is a brutal, suspenseful, heart-pounding film with a great cast about an indie band held hostage by a clan of neo-Nazis they had previously underestimated. I don't know if this movie was intentionally topical, but it sure feels incredibly relevant now.
And it really does go to show just how great of a talent Anton Yelchin truly was.
I told you to follow. Stop! No!
Number 8. Captain America: Civil War.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is such a well-oiled machine by this point that I'm running out of things to say about these movies.
I'm not sure if Civil War is the best film in the MCU, but it's definitely among the better ones. An exciting, interesting, character-driven action superhero flick, this time with a hero versus hero plot. Plus, the Russo brothers are proving themselves to be some of the best action directors working today.
But yeah, you've seen the movie, you know it's awesome, so let's move on.
On the roost!
Hey everyone.
Number 7. Hidden Figures.
I didn't expect to love this movie nearly as much as I did, but can't argue with what works.
Is it predictable? Sure. Is it ambitious and challenging? Not especially. But you know what it is? A welcome, interesting, entertaining, and uplifting story featuring a message of coming together and what good can be accomplished when doing so. All using a little-told story of a few unsung heroes who contributed to the success of the space race, one of the most pivotal moments in US history.
And God knows that we need some hope right now, so this film could not have come at a better time.
If you were a white male, would you wish to be an engineer?
I wouldn't have to. I'd already be one.
Number 6. The Handmaiden.
I think going forward, any film by Chan-wook Park should at this point just be considered a must-see.
This intriguing, twisty, and steamy thriller is an interesting film noir mystery with a compelling story that keeps you hooked and on the edge of your seat. Featuring turns at every corner, committed performances, and skilled direction, there were few films that offered a more interesting, visceral, or powerful experience than The Handmaiden.
To say anything more about this film would be a spoiler, and that would be a huge disservice, so that's all I'm gonna say. But trust me, it's good.
Number 5. The Neon Demon.
Nicholas Winding Refn is quickly becoming one of my favorite directors.
This brooding, nasty, hyper-stylized horror movie combines the artistic sensibilities of Dario Argento, the go-for-broke audacity of the Hammer horror movies, and the lurid trashiness of Showgirls into an unforgettable experience. It feels very much in the same vein as similar films like The Hunger or Spring Breakers. Granted, like the films I just mentioned, this one might be a little out there for some people or just straight up too much, but let me put it like this.
After I finished watching The Neon Demon, I thought to myself, I don't know exactly what I just saw, but I know it was awesome.
I know what I look like. Women would kill to look like this.
Number 4. The Witch.
I know The Witch has somewhat polarized audiences, but I thought it was pretty great.
Granted, it's not a conventional kind of horror movie, but rather features the kind of compelling slow burn horror scene in movies like Rosemary's Baby or The Shining. It's meticulously directed from first-time director Robert Eggers, has a strong cast, and a nightmarish, dread-laden atmosphere that permeates throughout the entire flick.
It's the kind of movie that just grabs you and won't let go. At least that's what it was like for me.
Boo!
Number 3. Arrival.
The best way to describe Arrival would be something akin to Contact meets Star Trek 4. And that's a good thing.
Arrival takes a unique spin on the overdone alien invasion story, focusing on how humans would likely attempt to communicate with a newly arrived alien species. It's a smart, compelling, and frequently suspenseful flick with a poignant message and a great performance from Amy Adams.
Arrival is the kind of engaging and thoughtful sci-fi that reminds me of why I love this genre so much.
Now that's a proper introduction.
Number 2. Zootopia.
I'd say that Zootopia is the second best Disney-produced family film noir style movie to feature a cartoon rabbit. Yeah, there's no beating this one.
All joking aside, 2016 was a strong year for animated features, and Zootopia was my favorite among all of them. As expected, it's funny and well animated, but it also has a smart and poignant story that works as a surprisingly effective film noir mystery and meaningful discussion of racism and prejudice.
And yes, that bit with the sloth at the DMV is genuinely hilarious. And before we get to my number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
There'll be spectacle, there'll be fantasy, there'll be daring do and stuff like you would never see.
Be a movie, yeah, we're gonna be a movie,
Starring everybody
and me. There'll be heroes bold, there'll be...
And the number 1 movie of 2016 is Moonlight.
Out of all the movies I saw in 2016, none delivered an experience as incredible as Moonlight.
A moving examination of growing up, sexuality, prejudice, and how both our environment and those around us can and often do determine the course of our lives. Brilliant performances, a memorizing score, beautiful cinematography, and top-notch direction from writer-director Barry Jenkins. This movie is the only one on the list so far that I can confidently call a masterpiece.
I can't stress this enough. If you haven't seen Moonlight yet, go see Moonlight.
At some point, you gotta decide for yourself who you're gonna be. Can't let nobody make that decision for you.
Okay, thanks for watching. Let me know what your favorite movies from 2016 were by leaving me a comment below. And if you like what you saw and you want to see more, click subscribe and tune in soon for new videos. I'll see you next time.
There'll be mystery and catastrophe, but it's all in fun, you pay the money way.